Any honest person would easily conclude that the Bible is the greatest book ever written. As we know, the Bible actually consists of 66 books, 39 in the Old Testament and 27 in the New. It begins with the account of creation in Genesis all the way to the end of the book of Revelation and the end of time. That's a lot of books, and they are all organized into one complete book. We also learn they are written by about 40 different men who lived in different periods of time. Some were educated, while others were fishermen and shepherds. Some were even kings and rulers. They spoke different languages and lived in different cultures. I guess the only similarity you could say would be that they all believed in God and were inspired by God. Added to all of this, the Bible was written over a period of at least 1,500 years. That's a long time when the average age of man is only about 70. Obviously, these 40 writers didn't know each other. Yet in all of this, to the student of God's Word, it is clear that it had to have been written by just one person or being. That being had to have had supernatural abilities. It must have been written by God, which it claims to be. What else do we know? Well, it is logical that God would have revealed His will to mankind. It would be illogical for God to have created man and then not to tell him why he was created. In other words, God giving us the Bible makes perfect sense. We would expect the Bible to be different, and it is. It has high and holy standards. It is on a higher plane. Even skeptics recognize its value and its teachings about how to live. It is honest even with telling of great men's sins along with their victories. Men do not generally write this way in telling accounts about people. It has been and continues to be the bestseller among men. Even though man may not always follow God's laws, we still generally recognize it for being a very special book, and may it always be. We would expect the Bible also to be accurate. Even though there are always skeptics and misunderstandings of passages, the Bible has yet to be proven to have made any errors. Scientific statements are made that were many years before man had discovered them. Historical statements are given when man had not kept records and had forgotten. Geographical statements have always been accurate to the smallest detail. We would expect proofs to also be provided by God to show that it was from Him. Future telling, or also called predictive prophecies, were fulfilled exactly as predicted. Many of these predictions are very specific and had to have been made by God. Not just one or two of them, but hundreds of them. There were also miracles and signs and wonders that were performed among witnesses that could not refute the hand of God. But there is also an absence of any other plausible explanation for the creation of man and why we are here, other than the Bible. The theories of evolution are not only without any proof, but are even proven false with the standards of true science. There is no doubt about it. The Bible is from God.